your background.
What? The stripper pole?
Yeah.
Because there's cats in
Pick
there.
up shop.
Destroy shit. I could turn the fucking lights on in there. We can go in there and turn the lights
Those
on.
cats are so fat. They couldn't get on a desk.
They're on the desk that Elizabeth brought the desk downstairs. She had a desk. I was gonna move it in here, and the cats threw up all over it because I go from. She's like, "Well, we can move it in your room on Saturday," and I was like, "I have D&D on Saturday. Like the minute I get home, like that's not an option."
Boom.
Yeah, because you know how long it would take me to move like my PlayStation 5, my PlayStation 4, my monitor, this fucking thing, my computer.
Dang. All these first world problems.
I know.
Clay's an echo going on.
Who was an echo?
Nathan was listening to
Oh
us.
yeah, I was making sure the sound actually worked. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
His mic.
You mean to tell me you've been live this whole time and I've just been saying
about the time we talked about the stripper pole and fat cats. That's about...
I appreciate that.
Hello everyone and welcome to our D&D real play. I am Nathan. I play Gerald. We're with our DM. We got Storm.
Hello.
We got Dakota playing Ayana.
Hello.
Brian playing Elishim.
How's it going?
And Clay playing Chio.
Hello there.
We want to thank you for joining us today. We are so honored to have you here. We really, really appreciate you tuning in. If it's easier for you or more convenient, you can check us out on YouTube at YourMainSideQuest, or you can check us out on Spotify at YourMainSideQuest. Fill out our poll. We also have an email if you want to drop a comment or have any questions about D&D or a real play at YourMainSideQuest@gmail.com. Once again, we really appreciate you being here. And we got an exciting show planned, right, Storm?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Take
it away.
It won't go as long as what we have in like our past sessions because I got to be at work at friggin' 11 o'clock in the morning. But I'm very excited about what we have tonight. I'm very excited. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and just hit the ground running. So we go back to after the promotion exams. Esirio, you go back to Esirio's office, and you're standing there shooting the shit. And Esirio tells you that there's some perks that come with being with the promotion. You can have warlocks. You get a little more influence in hell. You can pull some more favors in. We're gonna go to the Warlocks Union. I've already got everything pretty well set up. It's gonna be a grand time. And the moment he finishes his sentence, Victoria bursts in the door. You have a summons, like right now.
From who?
Excuse me, madam.
From all 10 Dragon Lords. This is not a request. You're going to the Dragon Lord Summit.
No.
It does say all of us. 10 Dragon Lords. I see it.
The seal of Zakirith, Tynoth, Muku, Zeno, Pimicron, Janad, Ferdinand, Riozend, Vidalis, Why do I pick actual dragon names?
You were doing really good. You almost.
I was doing really good. Vidalis and Matorith.
Does it say where and does it say why?
The dragon. It's an emergency dragon summit.
Is there steak?
And Bob.
There's a buffet. There's no dragons served.
They don't serve wood elf, do they?
It does, however, say that the king will not be in attendance due to his illness, and that Lord
Is he the food?
No, he's not the food. Lord Scrotus will be filling in and representing the king in this emergency dragon summit. And
He has response to hearing all the names of the dragon lords. What's next? Tiamat's gonna show up?
Who?
Oh, that's a scary thought.
Don't bring the cardinal into this.
And
Storm.
And Esirio goes, don't fucking talk about Tiamat. Don't, just shut the fuck up, Gio. Shut up. Don't fucking talk about Tiamat. Just shut up. Let it go. Drop it.
Okay, jeez. I'm just saying, there was a lot of dragons showing up.
Lorna will come down here and she will smite the fuck out of you. All right? You will die. Shut the fuck up.
The McFuck, huh?
Hey, to be fair, I wasn't talking bad about her. I was just saying, what, are we going to meet her?
listen, there's a long history here that you are not privy to because you're just out of the know. Okay.
So what
My
kind of
guy, I'm pretty sure the knowledge of the fucking All-Mother is a common fucking knowledge.
No. You talking about Tiamat? Tiamat is not the mother of dragons in my setting.
In your setting, no. In general, yes.
No, but I'm saying that,
Sophia is.
no.
No, damn.
Sophia.
Well, there's a
You
lot
say
of
that-
backstory that I'm not
you
going to.
say that in character?
Who,
No.
me?
Right.
Please, no.
All right, let's just get to the meeting. Then we can get to the Warlocks Union.
Oh, so Vicky, creepy Vicky, what in this meeting? What do they want? Like, why?
They
You said
need,
there's a buffet.
it's finger foods. It's like little sandwiches. Shit, I don't know. I don't
You
usually
think-
go to these things, but now I got to go because of you fuckers.
So can we bring our own food?
You want to swing by like Dragon King or something? Hell, I don't know. We can stop on the way there.
You pulled that out of your ass, but I do like it.
Dragon King.
Suddenly I'm imagining like there's a lot more obesity in your world than I first imagined.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So, do we have a minute to prepare our things, or we just wisp away?
No, you gather the things you have on your ass, and then you're sequestered away to Golden.
Damn it! I was gonna bring like 500 followers to eat their food.
So does that mean we're dragon ass?
Yes, you are dragon ass. Technically, 3 of you are dragon ass. So,
3 of
Oh,
you
my.
are right now about to be in the front line of this. I'm actually getting set back for once. Don't do anything stupid.
generally speaking, Golden Horizon was picked as neutral ground, even though Janad has dominion over it. So the reason it was picked is because if there's anyone stupid enough to attack 10 Dragon Lords or launch an ambush of any manner, first of all, they're not going to get in the Golden Horizon. Second of all, they're fucking idiots for attacking 10 ancient dragons at the same time. So,
Third off,
You
you have
gotta do
2 ancient
one at a
dragons
time.
and 4 ass-kicking motherfuckers. I'm pretty sure everyone's safe.
so you swing by Dragon King for for my own and Brian's amusement. So
Shin, is this where the baby dragons end up at?
I think so. The ones that
Is it
don't
like a-
make the cut.
Is this how they keep the hierarchy for the old ancient dragons to stay in charge?
Yeah,
They sell off
the
their
baby
young?
dragons are more tender. They make a good sandwich.
I want to get a happy nun meal.
okay. I wasn't actually prepared for this. Hold on.
Storm, Dakota is here. You should be prepared for fucking anything.
I give Jake a big dragon nugget, just shaped like a dragon.
A dragon.
What kind of dragon? Eastern
Oh,
or
look.
Western dragon?
Look, you got a 3-headed dragon on that one.
You do not
One
bring
day.
King Ghidorah into this.
one day, Jake will be eating ancient dragon.
Oh God!
Do
All
they
right,
have
so
do they have honey mandrake sauce?
yes,
Opens it
Honey
up and go deaf.
Gerald passes out on the ground. Everyone's like, "What the fuck did you order?"
An open can of fucking death.
So,
One cat's levitate and bring Gerald like a balloon.
so y'all make it to Janad's palace, and he's got like the meeting room and everything set up. And you walk in, and I want you to imagine
Important question first.
what?
Do we get crowns? Or
No, they don't like that much.
Dragon Palace or Dragon King don't have it?
I mean, if you really want to, you
No, I don't. Okay.
you can
Go ahead.
you can make Dreg, Catarphus, and Tatacon crowns for the sacred gear for the sake of it.
One word, Jake.
But anyway, you come in and it's like this large silver table in this rather dull white room. It's like your normal office meeting space. And Victoria walks in first, and Lord Scrotus is already at the head of the table. Welcome, friends. Hey, there's my apprentice. Hey, how you doing? Come here. Oh, shit. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Shio just walks over, a little bit embarrassed at the same time. She is kind of happy to see him.
Puts his arm over you. Don't worry. All we need is for you to kick ass like you did in the promotion exams. Just do that again. But I need you to do it like 4,000 times.
Nice.
Pauses for. Hear that pauses for a second. Doable, but I'm now very curious.
All right. So you're basically in an anime convention because everyone has different colored hair. All the Dragon Lords have their corresponding color hair because they're all in their human form, all of which are male. So do with that information.
Wait. What was? I could be wrong in thinking this. I am. This is all Dragon Lords. The white dragon is not here, right?
Not the white dragon sacred gear person. The actual Dragon Lord is here.
Okay, never mind.
So, Ferdinand stands up and he says, "All right, let's bring this meeting into motion. We're here to discuss the plans that we found, or rather that the Hell's Dragons found, in relation to Zauron's attack on Mooncrown. What are your thoughts?" As he says to all the Dragon Lords, and there's a bunch of muttering and da-da-da-da-da. And Securith stands up, and he is a very muscular, nice suit, long, flowing red hair, looks like a magma geyser. And he says, "Well, now that we know his plans, then are we sure he's still going to attack Mooncrown? He's going to use it as a diversion? He's going to attack one of the other Dragon Lord territories? I mean, what else do we know? Well, we know this isn't a false flag operation, that he's just going to try to focus all of us in one place, and then he's just going to come in and fuck us up." And all the Dragon Lords start bickering back and forth.
Can I try to take the floor at this moment?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Dragons, please. Priestess Iona here. You would be so concerned over one mere dead dragon? Where's your dragon pride to think that he would be able to come in and mess all of you up like this? Where's your pride over your domains? I think that you should go back to your territories and be able to fend off such an invasion if it were to come. Otherwise, it would be an embarrassment to your entire territories, your people, and your pride.
This is a very interesting argument you pose. So, Dreg tells you, that was a very ballsy play you just pulled off there, sister.
Well, listen, I gotta get them, I don't want them working together. They need to be divided for when we kill them.
Do I know of your plans in this?
We vaguely discussed eating dragons at one point, but that's about it.
Okay.
So
Shio kind of taps one of her fingers on the table, almost like she's thinking.
So at this point, Muku stands up, and refresher on Muku. Muku, according to
It's the green boy.
Yeah, he's the Green Dragon Lord, but he's also the one that Katarfus and Dreg and Tadakon told you was one of the two Dragon Lords that are currently, if they haven't already reached Dragon of Heaven status, then they are almost there. And he says that all the territories are in danger. And the reason we're concerned is because Zauron isn't just an ancient, he's not just a Dragon Lord. He's a Draco Lich that has his own, he was a Dragon Lord to begin with, and he became a Draco Lich, which makes him much more powerful. Hell, even in the Second Great Dragon War, it took 3 of us to fight him. And even then, we couldn't hold him off.
Well,
I don't-
just from my experience with dragons, because I'm dealing and talking to you all, Drake takes his pride very seriously, and so that all respectable dragons do. And I just find it rather embarrassing that you would be this prideful and not be able to defend your own territories.
What
And you have
more?
to gang up on somebody and gank them in a war setting to actually beat them the first time? It sounds like you shouldn't be working together to fight someone. You should be working out.
Drake tells you, be very careful because you're not aiming their dragon pride at the right target.
Shio, trying to keep Iona from getting absolutely murked here, speaks up. Although you do bring up a point. It took 3 of you last time to be able to handle him, and even then you struggled. However, that raises a question. If he's trying to divide us, why would he let us find his main point of location in Moonground? Unless that was just a diversion and he's aiming for 3 different targets. I guess this is a matter of we need more information we don't have.
Yes. And the
Well-
force cage.
Force cage. So, mechanically
Just-
speaking, the reason it took so many of them to stand against Zauren in the first place is simply because he's undead and he's a lich. So all
Yeah.
the non-magical damage immunities and da. But one of the Dragon Lords agrees with you, and that's the Blight Dragon Lord Tynoth. However, he says that the theory's good, but I don't think he's amassed an army large enough to attack 3 targets. He's going to go straight for the throat. He's going to strike hard. He's going to hit fast. That's his only option at taking any territory from anyone.
Hmm.
Then I guess in the best way to put it, we need to draw it out. If he's expecting to hit hard, we need to slow him down as quick as possible. If we can slow him down, he'll have to retreat.
So-
Speed only lasts if you have the force to do it. But if your forces are met with enough resistance, you don't have the speed to keep up.
So,
Or you can create many targets that he has to fly to hit. Kind of like a cells within a cell. To take down the whole. So if you split your forces all over the place, he has to travel to all those locations.
Scrota, I'm glad you brought that up. Scrota says we've already taken that into account. The king we can't move the king from the royal palace. He's too gravely ill. We moved his brother to an undisclosed location, and his son, the heir apparent, to a different undisclosed location.
Well, why don't you set up a trap where the king is? Because you know he's going to be there.
He's definitely, because the way the second Great Dragon War went down is that Zakirith, Tynoth, Janad, and Ferdinand held the line at Golden Horizon with their amassed forces, and they held the line until the king showed up, and then with the dragon slaying spear, which is infused with radiant and Luna's majesty and everything else, was able to effectively turn the undead, banish them, and that's what effectively brought Zauren to his knees.
What kind of forces does Mr. Dragolich have? Do we have any information?
Y'all would be the
We know
expert.
So
We
there's
know
no
he
other
had-
information they have.
No,
If he were to hypothetically kill one of their dragon minions or younger dragons in ensuing battle, would they rise?
More than likely.
no dragon knights went down in the Second Great Dragon War. It was mainly just levies from like the different settlements within the different Dragon Lords territories.
Okay, so they don't know.
They're not sure, but it is definitely a possibility. They're not. So what they already knew about Zauren before he became a Draco Lich is that he was sort of in the same class as Janad. He was also a spellcaster, They're just not sure how powerful of a spellcaster he was.
So what it sounds like to me, dragons, is you all need to be on the front lines. If you send all your lackeys out to hold your land and your territories, he'll just slowly overcome all of you. He'll pick a corner, start killing your minions, and get to stronger and stronger subordinates you have until everyone's undead. And then you're sitting in an empty castle all by yourself. Sounds like to me, all of you need to be on the front lines. If he's going to hit hard, hit fast.
The problem is we don't know where he's going to strike. Let's say, for instance, that Muku abandons the Forbidden Forest. We don't think he's going to strike Golden Horizon. And Securith points at Alam Shin and says, Katarfis is the only dragon to ever take Golden Horizon in the history of the continent.
Well, then how about you make one of your outposts appear weaker to invite an attack when secretly everybody's hidden away?
Janad's not that stupid. That's Dragon Lord Sinnoh. Or not Janad. Zauron's not that stupid.
Shio leans back in her chair with a deep.
Zauron's had 1,000 years to plan this out. This is just this. There's something's not right. Something is fishy about all of this.
I have an idea. It's crazy and highly risky. You said you can't move the king physically, correct?
He can't be transported at all due to the risks of his illness, magically or otherwise.
And can Mr. Dragolich still take on a humanoid form like the rest of the dragons?
We're not sure. If he can, we've never seen it.
So you're telling me he could be inside with the king smothering the pillow over the king's face right now?
I sincerely doubt it, since the Paladins of Luna or the honor guards of the Paladins of Luna are the king's honor guard. And they can detect evil and undead and shit like that.
A little racist, but okay.
Well, would there possibly be a way to magnify the ability to detect the undead?
The problem
track him like a hound.
See, as part of the lead up for this emergency Dragon Lord Summit, we've actually reached out to the Church of Magius, and they're the magically inclined church, and they said that the problem with an array like that is that you would detect every single undead on the continent.
So even though he's a big fat one,
yeah.
Oh.
You wouldn't just find every undead on the continent. You'd find every evil aligned creature on the continent.
Yes, we don't want to do that. That would be a waste of time.
Say that would yield some very interesting results, I'd imagine.
Looks at the nun, looks at the drow.
Well, instead of detecting undead, could we do a mass turn undead?
That raises more. Victoria says no. No. So
what if we just put all the turn undead from all these 10 dragons straight to the ground right now?
She looks at you with malicious intent.
Listen, you can leave first. Don't.
I guess the best thing I could think of at the moment, and it would be a very risky play on my part, however, I would like to be able to prepare it. If we were able to predict when he was going to attack, and I could get within range, there is a chance I could reduce his forces. However, that would put my world at risk.
Also put your life at risk.
While that is true, the life of one outweighs the lives of many.
but we don't.
I mean,
So the whole reason that you've been brought here is because you've witnessed firsthand what Zaurin's forces are, or at least a part of them.
Everyone, I know how we can solve this. I know exactly how we know the precise location where he will attack first.
we challenge him to a dance-off.
I want Gerald representing us if we do that. I would like to pray to Sophia.
Okay.
So as I'm saying out loud, Sophia, where will the Dracolich attack to threaten these dragons? And inside my head, like, where's this? Who's this dragon? This dead dragon guy? He's going to attack. Like, can you give me some information on which one of these dragons he's going to kill first, so I can kill him a different one?
So I'm gonna say that I have to pass the ball immediately back to you because I don't know what she looks like. I don't remember. It's been so damn long. So, in rare fashion, time stops around you. Everything turns gray. The Dragon Lords are bickering amongst themselves, and they just stop. Everything stops as Sophia makes like a half moon walk around you and like sits on the table.
She would be reddish pinkish skin, succubus horns up on her side, wearing like purple armor with a sword that has the on the back of the handle has a wizard's staff made into it because she's a war wizard. Oh, 34 exists. That's as far as I'm going.
All right. So she tells you pretty cut and dry. Zaurin is going to attack Mooncrown.
No,
that's not up for debate. He is going to attack Mooncrown, but she doesn't know why. It could be because of the king, but she's not really sure what the strike on Mooncrown is meant to signify. But she agrees with Dragon Lord Zeno. Something is suspect about this. Something is very sus.
Do I recall any sort of lore or arcana about Mooncrown or something like that?
I can tell you the general history of Mooncrown.
She has no idea why.
Some sort of detail about Mooncrown from the past that might come to the light in this?
So Mooncrown is the capital of Creston. Creston's the country, the continent, whatever. Oh, excuse me. So in 5 AC, 5 years after the creation of the continent, Luna appointed a high priestess, and this high priestess appointed a royal family. So as part of this bargain, they were given the dragon slaying spear because she'd already appointed the original 10 dragon lords, and they're more or less their territories and divvied it up and made a humanoid representative for the rest of the people. And Mooncrown was the seat of that divine right to rule.
The dragon slaying spear, is it still in Mooncrown?
The dragon slaying spear operates the same way that your sacred gear does. The only difference is that the dragon slaying spear operates solely within a bloodline. It's not random like y'all's is. So
okay, so it can't be stolen. Okay.
No, it can't be stolen. It can't be used by anybody else, and no one has any idea what would happen if there was no heirs in the bloodline.
Quick question. So Sophia has no idea why that he was attacking there. Is she still in front of me with time frozen?
Yes.
I'd like to ask her a couple very important questions.
Okay.
One, what did you think of the little mini U's and the mini Castiels?
They were adorable.
Okay, I hate that attitude you've taken, but I'm gonna brush past that one. What correlation do these dragons and what does she know of about the spider queen?
Loth. You asked about Loth or the priestess? I asked about Loth.
Well, mainly her priestess, but I'm kind of curious what the relationship is between all of them and these dragons. If it could be used as a bargaining chip?
No, they don't have one. There is a entrance to the Underdark that's generally used in the natural border between Tynoth and Zakira's territories. That's generally where most drow come and go.
Is one of those the black dragon that
Tynoth
you just mentioned?
Tynoth is white dragon.
All right. Sophia, are you okay with me sharing this information you give me with these filthy dragons?
She laughs and says, "You can tell them all you want. They've already made up their minds what they're going to do.
That's fair.
This is just a formality. They just want to know what's coming. That's the whole reason you're here. This is nothing more than political leaders pretending to care."
Last question for you. Do you know Zahir?
Zahir,
Mm-hmm.
the generally accepted
Granddaddy.
great ancestor of your race. Yes, I'm familiar with him. I haven't never really talked to him.
Well, I met him just a while back. I found out my old man has old timers. It's a little rough.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Zahir doesn't want him to know that you're interacting with him.
Well, is Zahir a bad guy?
No. It's just that he sort of hasn't been around for a long time.
He went out to get the milk and never came back.
Well, him and Asmodeus kind of had a little spat, the great serpents duking it out, and it was kind of a draw. That's why you haven't seen Asmodeus in a while. Actually, you haven't seen him at all, but there's a lot of shit coming down the pipeline. All right, you better be careful.
That sounds fun.
There are so many cogs in this machine, this machination. I couldn't even begin to describe it to you.
Do you have a book of it?
No. What would be the fun in that? I can't watch you strum your way through it.
Yeah,
It's fun for me.
Damn it. I bet you're just eating popcorn from a backpack all the time.
Popcorn and popsicles. Aw, yeah.
He's going.
Yep, there goes the DM.
Oh no.
That is cool. Yay.
Let me get the DM our own story.
Life goes by so fast. What you think is right.
No, I don't believe I have anything else to ask her. I can't necessarily think of anything. What does she think of the other outsiders? I guess that's something I can't ask her.
I don't need that anymore. What do you be a little bit more? Give me something specific, like.
Does she plan on killing them, eating them, absorbing them, getting rid of them, or she just doesn't care? General attitude towards them.
She's pretty content to let them play their games.
Okay.
There's so much more interesting things for her to do than worry about what Furton and Minimus are doing.
That's fair.
Even though Furton wants to undo the very fabric of reality, but whatever.
That's not really well played, Storm. Like that was smooth. She's got better things to wear. Slick. Let me just slide that on in there. That was nice.
So, are you gonna let?
I'm trying to get anything else I need to ask her, but I can't. I'm spacing on that. What do you think of Jake?
He's adorable. Like boops him on the snoot.
Jake's just got like a mouthful of food.
She gives him another.
He's got finger sandwiches in his mouth and the stupid dragon chicken nuggets.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Does Jake become a Hydra when she touches him?
No.
Oh, that was wishful thinking. Okay, that's fair.
He just becomes very happy.
Okay. All right, I believe that's all has to to do.
All right. So this meeting devolves into the Dragon Lords basically shouting at each other.
Dragons. I want to try to get their attention again.
They collectively all tell you to shut the fuck up and go back to yelling at each other. because save for Victoria, they're the most powerful people in the room. So
wait, are they stronger? They're stronger than her, right?
No.
Creepy Vicky.
What the fuck do you want?
I have insider information. Can you make them shut up so I can talk?
This is already gone on. This is just.
This will make them. Listen, when I'm done talking, within 10 minutes, this meeting's over.
She like.
You get to go back to your whipping post.
She snaps her fingers. Like all the dragons are like, what the fuck do you want? She's like, shut the fuck up. Listen to the nun lady. And she goes back like sipping on her martini.
Listen, dragons. I bring word from Sophia. And by you all accomplishing one small task for me and promising to do so, I can give you the exact location that your Dracolich plans to attack. And which one of you he plans to kill.
All of us?
First, I mean.
I assume he just has... And
I just picture you rolling down a scroll. Like, this is the list in order.
I've seen Final Destination. I know how this works.
Zakirith's like, I assume he just has a fucking dartboard in his stupid dragon lich fucking lair. He's just
no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, and it's your attitude. That's why you're number one.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Fuck that guy. I think a fucking bite out of him. All right.
So do you all want to know where he's going to be at, or you just hope it's not going to be yours so you can try to take over some of the dead Dragon Lord's territory?
No, we're pretty content with killing each other right now, but we're gonna fuck off to our own territories and worry about our own shit. Good luck with that. And they basically just.
Who is the Black Dragon's neighbor?
Zakirith, the one that's talking.
Zakirith, you're number one, buddy. He plans on destroying you.
Cool.
This is information.
I'm gonna burn his ass. I've already fought with him once. Okay, I've got kobolds that have water balloons. All right. You know what he's got? Undead that have to walk through tied off swamp to get to me. All right. Kobolds plus water balloons equals good times.
Oh, so your dragon pride makes you hide behind kobolds and hide in the castle behind the swamp. Got it.
No, I'm just gonna watch because it's gonna be funny as shit because he's not gonna expect it. He's not gonna know what to do. And then Zeno's little sky palace that he has, and he looks across the table at Zeno, and he's just gonna come down and he's gonna go with his lightning breath, and then it's gonna be a good time.
Oh, do you not know about the Dragon Lich's new powers? He can just go straight through the earth. He doesn't need to go through your swamp. He can literally phase through the earth. He will go up straight into your castle, bypass your kobolds with water balloons, bypass any help you would have from ganking this man with lightning breath.
Listen, there's like 3 of us in here that know how to use a shovel. All right? And
you're in charge. You haven't used a shovel in 5,000 years.
Actually, he's not in charge. And he points he points at Vidilus and he goes, he is not one of them. And Zauron is his great grandpappy. All right? I ain't worried about it. All right? So, why don't you take Grandpa Dreg over there and shove him up your ass?
I just turn back to the party and then, like, Buzz Lightyear fashion, there appears to be no sign of intelligent life. Okay, have fun. Well, he's
Yeah.
going to phase through the earth, and he's going to find your kobold sex dungeon, and it's going to be awkward.
Kobold sex dungeon. Oh God. All right. So all the Dragon Lords collectively fuck off.
Wow, they are literally just as stupid as their pride. And I even threw their pride back at them. They're like, yes, but no.
Well, the thing is that they were about to kill you. Because you were the one directly challenging their dragon pride, and they were like, "We don't like what the fuck this bitch is saying."
I like how they're so illogical that they view me as challenging their pride when I'm pointing out holes in their stupid pride.
Yes, they're arrogant. They're dragons. That's the whole point.
Retarded.
So,
Drake, will I get the stupid if I eat them?
he laughs at you and says, "It's a possibility."
My head hurts.
You suddenly notice one of your teeth fall out and you get a Waffle House name tag.
Oh, come on. Don't rip the Waffle House. At least just rip the Denny's. Nobody likes
I'm
Denny's.
just ripping the Waffle House workers for their lack of dental hygiene.
Look, I've only been to one Waffle House that they look like they smoked crack.
And you're not going to listen. Was
You're
the
not
food
going
good?
to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, I've
if
never.
that cook did not just get out of jail and is like missing like 3 teeth, then the waffles are trash.
That's right. Listen, I've never seen Benny stir up eggs faster than that guy.
Look, can we all agree just IHOP sucks?
Never been.
Yeah,
Never been.
Never
Well,
been.
Nope.
We
I
tried to go
digress.
once. It was a 12-hour wait.
All right,
like how
viewers.
I like
here-
IHOP.
this is the poll, guys. All
this
right,
is
you
the
ready?
poll. Nathan, I want to put it on
Denny?
YouTube so I can vote on it.
Denny's, Waffle House, or IHOP? Which is your favorite breakfast joint? Might even throw Cracker Barrel in there if we're feeling fancy. Send it to email at YourMainSideQuest@gmail.com.
Look,
I haven't been to a fucking Cracker Barrel in almost like 20 years. All right.
hold up. Cracker Barrel is the Firelink shrine of fucking old people. Don't even lie.
I hope we actually
Cracker
get,
Barrel
hope we
is
get an
good,
email.
though.
I hope we get an email.
Cracker
on this.
Barrel is good.
Cracker Barrel's amazing, but it's like the Firelink shrine of old people. They don't die; they just respawn at a Cracker Barrel.
I wonder how many Cracker Barrels they got in Florida.
No, you're walking a dangerous line there, Brian.
All right, so all the dragons leave.
Yeah, all the dragons leave, and Lord Scrotus comes up and he goes, "Well, Victoria, I guess Mooncrown stands alone." And he's just like, "Yeah, well, not really." He's like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, we've got the Church of Luna. Like the churches have nothing to do with the dragons. So the Church of Luna and the Church of Riser have decided to put aside their petty differences. That's the fact that they're both a bunch of fucking morons, but they're gonna band together and defend Mooncrown and die valiantly for their god's glory. And my girls are just gonna stay inside the city and wait for the front line to fall and clean up the mess."
Intelligent life found. Thank you.
So, however, she expects the 4 of you to show up and help lead the charge, especially Gerald for being a member of the Church of Riser.
I mean, it's killing undead. That's kind of Riser's stick.
It's also Gerald's shtick.
That's my
No,
stick.
that's Gerald. No, that's Gerald's boner.
We're gonna get to the Johnsons later.
I'm going to drive to your house and bust your kneecaps.
This is gonna be great. I've been looking forward to this all fucking week. So
It's Zombie Johnson.
It's an undead Johnson. It's just rotted
Oh,
and
God.
wrinkly.
Oh God, we went from regular messed up to fucked up real quick.
all right. So
I really hope we're not around a bunch of water.
she tells you that they're going to attack in like 2 or 3 weeks. Just hang out around the city. Drinks are on me. Should start about sunrise, be over about lunch. I'm not too worried about it.
Can I touch creepy Vicky? Can I like brush my Bible against her? I'm just curious what happens.
She looks at you with utter disgust.
What
What
the
did you
hell?
What do you think I was going to do? Burst into flames? I'm a god too, damn it!
You know, I was trying to do that discreetly, not to smack her with it. But if she already found it out, then yeah, I was really just curious.
I
didn't know
mean,
if I might just get a little straighter, or what would happen there?
I'm sorry. She's been in too much carpet for her to ever go straighter.
So,
Oh, shit.
because I forgot about him until right now, Esirio's been here the whole time. Like, hi guys.
Second son, you've been here this whole time. You
Yeah,
blended
and
the
that went
background so
up.
well.
He said that went about as well as any meeting I've ever had in hell went. So,
So,
are y'all?
absolute shit turned sideways and shoved up somebody's ass.
Yes. So, are y'all ready to go to the Warlocks Guild or Warlocks Union and meet your new warlocks?
Wait,
Yes,
what?
please. I'd
We
like
don't
some. I'd like something
suppose.
to do today after that absolute dreadful display of any form of communication.
Wait, second son, we don't pick our warlocks?
Well, you're mid-class devils, so
Wait,
No.
wait, we don't get to pick our warlocks.
not your first ones.
So
This where you
this
get
is this is up to DM discretion.
this is a tutorial.
I hate you.
Hey, it's better than Dark Souls 3's tutorial where it's like, oh, hey, here's a boss.
I know
Have
the
fucking fun.
Second son, can we please start with Gerald?
No,
We are.
no.
We're starting with Gerald. He is at the top of the list, buddy. I've got it right in front of me. It's right there on my computer.
Oh, God.
Dang, what's a computer, second son?
God have mercy upon you, Nathan.
It's gonna be a fucking undead, isn't it?
No, it's so much better. And I'm so
It's a
excited.
necromancer.
This is like the whole reason I was like, Nathan, are you sure you can't make it through one social encounter last week?
Oh no. Okay.
All right. So as he warps you all to Moon Crown for the sake of convenience. So you walk into, it's like a really boring office meeting, or not office meeting, really boring office building. It's got waiting rooms, kind of like a doctor's office. When you walk in, there's really nice linoleum floors and like super outdated magazines from like 40 years ago. And you really don't know where they came from, but they're there. Gives you something
Some
to
of
read
them
while
don't
you're
even.
waiting.
Some of them don't even exist anymore.
Yeah. You walk through
Like
the
seriously,
door.
I saw one of a company that didn't even exist anymore. It'd been gone for like 20 years.
That doesn't surprise me. So you walk through the doors, and like there's this like middle-aged, overweight Karen behind the desk. She goes, "I'm Mr. Esirio. How are you doing today?" And he's like, "Don't fucking address me." As he walks y'all into the back room, and he's like, "All right, here's your 4 rooms. The warlock's already here. They've been waiting on you. This is like a job interview, but they already got the job because I already signed off on it, and the contract's kind of already there."
What happens if they die?
Oh, do we at least get to see their credentials?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've got everything over here. So mechanically speaking, this is how this works. So if I make an NPC and you like this NPC, and we're gonna have another tutorial closer to the middle of Act 2, Act 3-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood, when you become high class devils. But this is sort of gonna be like an introduction to the pyramid system. Whenever you find someone that you want to like, or if someone wants to enter a pact with you, if I come up with an off the wall thing, or if you have an idea for something you want, then you can just tell me, and we'll back and forth ping pong it for a little while. So whenever you meet someone, generally I'm pretty good about classes and stuff for my NPCs, even if I don't have like a specific number there. Your people today are all 3rd level of their class. Like Nathan's, for instance, is a 3rd level sorcerer. So when someone becomes your warlock, they instantly get a level, and they become a 1st level warlock. first level warlock, whatever level, whatever they are. So it's something to keep in mind. And with that in mind, I went through and I made sure that the multi-classes were going to be somewhat decent. Some of them are pretty ridiculous. One is specifically to advance the story, but that's neither here nor there. The first one's for me. So Esirio sits the rest of you in a waiting room and says, "Geralt, come on, we got someone you got to meet."
Oh, all right, boss.
So you walk into this room, and it's like the room itself. You know, when you go to a job interview and everyone's like standing there or sitting there around the shitty picnic table, and you've got like 3 people with clipboards all asking you questions. It's just the one shitty picnic table, her chair, and your chair. And as you walk in, you see a half-elven woman in the prime or in her prime with very sensual features. Her teal eyes shimmer in the light of the room. She wears a tie-dyed dress that comes down to her shins. Her dark brown hair flows over her shoulders like a chocolate waterfall.
Chocolate. All right.
Ding! Oh, the table broke.
Geralt is just gonna stand there and be like,
Esirio, he's got his hand on your back, he's like pushing you forward every couple of steps. Like, come on, girl, don't act like a dingus. And he says, "Geralt, this is Catherine Belaine. Catherine, this is Geralt. He's a bishop in my peerage. Very happy to meet you."
Hi, Catherine.
So while she's sitting there, she's got her legs crossed and she's like putting her lipstick on. And she's like, "Hello, Mr. Geralt."
"Oh my God, she's British."
Oh, Lord.
Oh no, she's British.
Oh, God, her teeth are terrible then.
Let's hope this Catherine is not like pink-haired Catherine.
This is Geralt's reaction when he hears she's British. Hi.
So for simplicity's sake, she's a 3rd level wild magic sorcerer.
Wild. You had so in wild. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
I knew Brian would pick up on how interesting that one is.
Excuse me, I need to hit a button because Geralt's interacting with this one. Nut.
Not yet. We're not there yet.
We're not there. We're getting there.
A little late for that. Geralt's like, I need a new pair of pants.
So,
Yeah.
Esirio, you start to walk towards the chair, and Esirio grabs you really quick, and he pulls you in. He's like, "Hey, Geralt.
Yeah.
Part of the contract, she just might eat your Johnson instead of you having me one."
Boss. Boss. Listen, boss. No one's ever ate my Johnson before. It's a virgin Johnson.
Oh, God.
There's a first time for everything, girl. Go
No,
for it.
not today.
Yeah,
Listen,
push you
is it? No, it's it's against the rules, boss. You can't sleep with someone you work for. It's against the rules.
Whose rules?
No, we don't give a shit.
I do.
Don't worry about it, Geralt. Don't fucking worry about it. Just get in there.
Get in. You mean
Sit
in?
the fucking chair.
Okay.
Lord.
Hey, I can I take this opportunity to send a message magically to Geralt to tell him to ask her to show him her boobies.
Bold of you to assume Asirio's not already on it.
Nice.
So this is
Is Gerald looking around the room, darting his eyes away from her? You notice
Yes.
Jake under the door frame, just looking at you.
I'm just picturing Jake looks Geralt right in the eyes, then just flicks the tongue up and down before darting back under the door.
He puts his tongue out like a thumbs up.
his little promise. He's like, "Ding!"
Yeah.
No, I was thinking more of the
No.
So,
Motorboating.
So Esirio, like, he nudges you and like, this is usually the part of the interview where you ask why she wants a pact with the devil.
I thought you were doing the interview.
This is your freaking warlock, dude. I've already vetted her.
You signed the contract.
I didn't sign shit. She did. He's like sitting here watching you and Esirio have this conversation blatantly in front of her, pretending not to notice.
Look at Esirio. Look at her. Look at Esirio. Look at her.
Hi. So you want to join my peerage? Yes.
Well, this is part of the warlock contract. Peerage comes later, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. So where did you graduate from?
well, I tried to go to Bard's, or wait, what was it? I tried to go to Bard's College, but it really they wouldn't let me in. I'm not sure why.
That sounds absolutely terrible. Why did they not let you in?
I'm not sure. I figured I had the assets for it. You know what I mean? You know, to be a slutty bard, but they.
She's a whore. She's a whore.
That seems despicable that they wouldn't let a lady of your standing into the Bard's College.
Well, it has a lot more to do with my dad. As you hear, so the rest of the party sees this elven man like burst through the door, yelling, "Where is she? Where the fuck is she?" And inside the room with Geralt and Esirio's like, "Uh-oh, we might have a problem here." He goes, "Don't worry, buddy. Contract's already signed. It's a done deal. All right, we're good here."
Who is it? Who are you?
He doesn't burst in the door of the interview.
Oh.
He bursts in the door of the Warlocks Union where the rest of the party is sitting.
Oh, okay. You guys go ahead.
She was going to stand up and try to calm the guy down. Excuse me, sir. Why are you here? Is something wrong?
My daughter's been kidnapped.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Are you sure
Yes,
she's
yes,
been
yes.
kidnapped?
A group of men brought her through here earlier. They were all fat. They looked middle-aged, like they live in their mother's basements. They went. I point down the opposite corner where Gerald is.
He's like, and you're in cahoots with them, as he pulls out like a little like a little ancient medieval PDA. It's magic, because that's how I'm gonna explain this. And he's like, she's in that room right there. And as he like storms past,
That's lightning bolt.
are you really gonna kill this man?
As soon as I pull up, the stats for lightning bolt.
Oh god.
Let's not jump straight to frickin' murder.
Let it play out, Clay. Just let it play out. This is gonna be.
I got a fun. Lightning bolt's third level, isn't it?
Yeah, lightning bolt's third level.
Why is it not? There it is. I'm blind. Yeah, you need that deck save. So as I start to cast lightning bolt, I'm gonna say, "All right, Dragon, do your thing." I'll go balance breaker.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna go balance breaker.
You're gonna just absolutely murder this man.
Jesus Christ!
Okay.
This is for a pissed off father. What the hell is wrong with you?
Does a 20 save?
It does.
Oh.
Roll damage.
26.
Oh God.
So I'm constant, and I want to go ahead and burn one thing.
Okay.
No, I want to burn them all.
Well, you can only burn up to your fourth. What's your Constitution modifier? You have plus 4 con, don't you? 3. You can only use 3 as a bonus action. Staying alive. Wait, I can't do that on stream, can I?
We're gonna find out. That'd be an interesting, like your
Well-
crappy version of the song. Will it be copyrighted?
Well, hey,
hey.
I just want to interject here. If this guy does survive, I want to cast confusion on him.
I'm just going to do the
I could see you doing like a Men in Black
for now,
scene.
Storm. Let's just do the straight thing, because I'm double now, so I'm assuming he just takes straight damage. Is he saved? Is that how that works?
We'll go with that.
Yeah, I won't burn my whole things yet. I'll just do a straight hit.
I'm gonna ask you this one time. Are you sure?
He burst into the room and he didn't.
Clearly a serial killer of some kind.
serial killer of some sort. Let me rewind this for a minute. This way you can make a better informed decision.
Okay.
This guy is dressed as like he's definitely someone of importance from the Wizards Association.
Who gives a fuck about wizards?
Yeah, for real. Fuck wizards.
Gee, it's like we're in here to get warlocks. Or the pot calling the kettle black here. I'm just saying.
Now, when I say he's someone of
Okay, he looks very so. He was not just a man that burst through the door and said you're in cahoots with them, and then pulled out a PDF.
No, he said they kidnapped my daughter.
Well, I heard that part, but
And then you pointed him in the wrong direction. He said, "You're lying to me." Pulled out his little tracker thing he has on her and started walking towards the door.
It's really weird he has a tracker thing on her. That's
yeah.
Oh, you listen. I've had this planned out for weeks.
Okay, fine.
What a
Fine. I will not. I will not do that simply for the fact of upon new information to me, it doesn't seem very fun. Instead, we'll cast change sex.
I'm surrounded by fucking morons.
He's gonna
On
cast
her. On her via Jake. I'm gonna burn a sorcery point.
Your familiar can only cast touch range spells. No sorcery.
Oh, if you're the sorcery point, I could.
The sorcery point only applies to you.
Oh, okay, never mind then. That's not fun.
So Theo is going to stop him at first, just to be like, hold on. Let's talk this out first.
He looks at you and says, "I will kill you." Like the dude from The Office is like, "I will kill you."
Shio looks down at him and is like, oh, I'd like to see you try. Now let's calm down and talk this out.
My murder boner's gone. I skip and walk away.
Clay, how many hit points you got?
it's not a good
Same as last time since we didn't level up, so
Okay, so after you threaten him, he casts Power Word Pain on you.
Oh.
And you fall to the floor in crippling pain.
Oh. Can I cast Counterspell when he does that?
You're gonna have to make a what you have 4th level slots now?
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna have to make a contested Arcana check.
Contested.
While this is going on, could I go in the room with Esirio and Gerald?
Sure.
Okay, I want to go in the room and I want to cast House of Cards.
What?
It's a 5e spell.
This is my interview. What are you guys?
Listen. Gerald.
He got 31.
you got a
Holy
nat
shit.
20. You ain't beating that.
That's messed up. That's not even right.
Just for the record, this guy is a 20th level wizard.
I'm not even gonna bother with this shit. Yeah, you're on your own, Theo.
Gerald.
This.
Gerald.
Yeah.
There's a man outside claiming to be her dad, but he actually wants to kidnap her.
So, just Gerald's
For the
look.
record, you heard the muffles of the screaming or the yelling.
So
Something about his daughter is what you got out of that.
Gerald's low charisma is going to require him to be all like,
You have a father?
He goes, "Oh my God, what is he doing here?" And like he pushes past Anna. He's like, "What the hell are you doing here? Making a deal with the devil?" And she goes, "Well, Dad, at least the devil is active in the community, Dad. He's got a job. He saves people."
There appears to be no sign of intelligent life.
"Oh gosh,
This is just any devil, Dad. He's part of the Hell's Dragons.
It's really not a good name to tell someone. Yeah, Dad, look at his leather jacket. It's Dad's turn. Dad's turn to respond. I'm not. I'm scared.
He tells her, he goes, "You have your wedding in 2 weeks. I don't love him, Dad." And like she throws herself at Gerald.
Oh god.
Oh God. And nut.
Like flings herself across the table, is on top of Gerald.
Like I'm fell back in my chair and I'm in the floor.
Yes.
Full on titties in the face.
This is like straight up from a horror anime, folks.
She gets off. My glasses are like.
Unhand her, you foul heathen! Is like magic power, like like circle around his hands, and Esirio just fucking Judy chops him. He just falls to the floor. Fucking nerd.
Theo, now able to get up, is going to walk in there, drag the guy off, and chuck him out the front door.
Hold on one moment. Hold on one moment, Shio. I'm going to pull out a business card. I'm going to write in the back of it, "You shouldn't have raised your daughter to be a whore." And then I'll put it in his pocket.
Outstanding. And then everyone just drags him out, tosses.
Actually, before Shio chucks him out, she's going to take his wizard staff and shove it up his ass before throwing him out, personally humiliating him.
How much gold does he have?
He's carrying
He's
100
a
gold
wizard
pieces
on a
right
stick.
What was that?
now. He's carrying 100 gold pieces right now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, he's not. Clay, give me an athletics check.
Boy, am I glad you asked.
Athletics.
I'm very glad
I've never seen this event in the Olympics.
I hope you get a 20 like I did.
I think it's an offshoot of the pole vaulting.
Oh, I got a 20 in a sense.
So, as you throw him, like chuck him out the door, all right, the staff kind of hits on a soft patch of grass and like sort of impales itself and him in the yard, someone's front yard, but the wind blows really hard and he falls over.
Dipshit on the stick.
So, Gerald, what are you going to do about the half-elven woman that's currently on top of you that wants to get out of her arranged marriage?
Nut.
Get my glasses right.
I think you might not be an appropriate fit for our madam.
Sarah says, "Well, that's too damn bad." The contract signed. You're not a branch manager yet. You get hired and fire people. You're a middle management now, bitch.
Well, I guess we need to make the most of our arrangement.
Oh
The
God.
ball's in her court now. What is she gonna
Oh, it's
say?
about to be.
That's about to be in something, anyways.
Clay, I'm so glad you said that because that's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh God, I feel amazing right now. It might also be because I actually slept.
Good, rub it the fuck in. We're just
Esirio, just lock the door. We know what's about to go on.
No,
yeah. So Sarah's gonna lock you in, and we're gonna cut the black and leave.
no, boss, no.
'Cause
Gerald is now having kids.
I don't know where else to go with that. That was kind of what I had for that.
So this is-
Esirio might want to cast muffle or some kind of silencing spell on the door.
We're gonna go back to the ramifications of this here in a minute.
What? No! Don't actually leave me.
Funk, funk, funk.
No, not like that. But that'll be probably something off screen. So Serial like locks the door and like puts the keys like barely on the other side of the door.
See
Like
me
puts his foot
run
on
into.
him. He's like, okay, Anna, your turn. Come on, let's go.
I would like to send Jake in to Gerald if I can. And Jake is going to have like a little hobo sack on his tied to his back. It's just going to say, "Be sure to wrap your snake," and then he just leaves the bag inside and then takes off.
I like that answer, Nathan. All right. So now we cut to you. So you walk in the same shitty interview room, and there's a colossal human man standing a head and shoulder above Esirio. He's roughly close to Chio's height. His armor is a mirror to the light in the room, inscribed with his family crest, a lion wearing a saint's hat. His long black hair tied back into a warrior's knot reveals a scar on his left cheek, and his eyes are pools of emerald green. Devlin! This is Ayana, the one you really wanted to meet. He was really insistent on meeting you, Ayana. He is very, very insistent. Devlin is a 3rd level Oath of Devotion paladin, and he is trying to devote himself to the cause of Sophia.
Outstanding. We love it when young. How old is this guy? You didn't say age.
He's 23.
23. Well, I love that young folks still in today's day and age will be able to find the one true God and devote themselves fully to her. Happy to have you on board.
He like throws himself at your feet and like prostrates himself before you and like begs you to allow you to take an oath of devotion to Sophia and to become your warlock patron. You're the patron, whatever warlock. Yeah. My train of thought crashed. I've been up since.
So I say under my breath, where you can't hear it. Yes, this is how all humans should prostrate themselves. Or all beings rather should prostrate themselves. Yes, I accept. Are you pure of heart, pure of body, anything like that?
Pure of heart, dumb of ass.
Yeah. He like stands up, puts his fist over his chest, like, "Ma'am, yes, ma'am, I will be your loyal servant, ma'am."
Severely pure of heart, but dumb of ass.
Outstanding. Love to hear it. Anything for the betterment of Sophia and her followers, correct?
Correct.
Outstanding. I have a perfect job for you to begin with.
What would that be, ma'am?
Oh, God.
There he is. Some guards and a certain detective we need to watch because he is against Sophia. He has religious bias and is currently plotting against us. He even arrested poor little Amy. Or he had his hand in arresting little Amy.
How dare that man? We'll see him smited and burned at the stake as a heretic. This just gave me throw my Crusader voice out there.
You don't happen to have like a bunch of brothers, do you? That are equally as devoted?
My family, I'm an only child. My family was murdered by orcs.
You poor thing. And I just put I stand up. I just put my arm around him. You poor thing.
Like cries into your
family is also murdered. Mutual past trauma.
Trauma bonding.
Now hold Jake out. What do you think of Jake?
Is he your second in command?
He is.
A pleasure to meet you, Sir Jake.
Jake just materializes a stupid, like a
Crusader helmet,
a Nazi hat.
Well, there goes our Twitch channel.
Instead of SS, it has 2 snakes forming SS.
Banned.
Goodbye.
Bye, Twitch channel.
My train of thought crashed. You got anything else you want to say to him? You want to berate him?
No. He sees literally the best person I met so far this campaign. Like attitude wise, he knows how to talk to me. He's doing everything she wants. He knows his place.
So Sarah's like, all right, this went a lot better than the last one. I hope the next one is just as easy. So he can like leave.
Yeah, the last one's right now.
He goes out in the hallway and he goes, Chio, come here, your turn. Come on. Got somebody you're going to meet.
Shio returns from the front door after yeeting this fucking wizard and follows Esirio.
So you walk into the room and there's a half-orc male sitting there. He's more human in stature compared to some of the others you've seen, but he's like fucking jacked, man. Like he fucking creatine all the time. Creatine, no time like creatine. He's more muscular than any orc you've ever seen. His scalp is cleanly shaved, and you'd swear he polished it before he got here.
I have a question. You say he's an orc or a half orc?
He's a half orc.
He's halfway guilty for killing my guy's family. Got you.
So the only armor he wears is a bear skin wrapped around him like a toga.
Well then.
Sounds like a barbarian.
He says he's actually a third level bear totem barbarian.
Jack.
So he's 30. His name is Grafred Axstream. But his friends call him Fred.
An honor to meet you, sir.
Like you stand a good foot taller than he is. So
He
like,
probably stands like 3 shoulders wider than I am.
and he's closer to like a human in size, but he's just fucking jacked. So
We're talking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Giant lady, nice meat, me serve, more power.
Well, he definitely knows what he wants.
He gives you like the most intense stare anyone's ever given you in your entire life. Like you could swear he's staring into your soul and evaluating your very being. If he didn't have the intelligence of like a grapefruit. Esirio leans in. He's like, I could put a fucking candy bracelet and a mouse. Take the same test. At least the mouse will spell its name right. His name is Hector.
Well then.
That threw me off. That was not what I was expecting.
I'd like to think he spelled it like a redneck pronunciation, like HEK''ER. Hecker.
No, the orc's name is Godfred. His friends call him Fred. The mouse's name is Hector.
The heck mouse? Oh.
The mouse, not Hector the mouse. He would spell his name right on the test.
I thought he said his name
Our
wrong,
friend
and then
was not.
Esirio was correcting him. It's like, no, his name's freaking Hector, you moron.
Your name is what a power move. No, your name's not Fred, it's Hector now.
Hector.
You help Fred conquer orc warband.
Honestly, Fred, to be honest, I could use strength like yours for tasks of my own, which would also strengthen you in the process.
He like gives the all night fucking. It's like flexing.
Ooh. Do it again.
Gay. You're gonna have another session with Iona.
Pray the gay away.
So we've got whore, pure of heart, dumb of ass, and just dumb of ass.
and then
I
we have
think
some.
this is bull crap. Like you get 2 beefcakes, a chivalrous knight, and a baboon strength
Oh,
moron,
we haven't made it to Brian yet.
and I get Catherine from Catherine.
I'm almost
You get
scared.
free.
Yes.
You get free poon.
I
I
don't
don't
want
know why you're complaining.
because
I know,
Gerald
right?
Gerald
Quit being
is
a little
a
bitch, Gerald.
virgin.
My
Okay.
guy, you're not even having to pay gold for that. That's free poon.
That's a deeply complex geopolitical situation that I've just thrusted Gerald into.
The poon is never free, guys. Let's be real. The
Oh
poon
no,
is, the
Gerald
poon
didn't
is
have a
never
choice of what
free.
he was getting thrusted into. That woman was taking it.
So, are you pretty satisfied with your half-orc barbarian? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
now
have ideas.
Esirio comes out and he looks like very seriously at Shin, and he like motions you to come to him, but he doesn't walk, he doesn't move.
All right, I'll walk up to him and see what's going on.
So he casts the same spell he casts in the arena. He goes, "All right, we've got a fucking situation." Like
All
this.
right.
So there's a fucking drow woman in there for you.
Drow woman. What hell?
Her name is
That
Nail.
is
Her name is
Hmm.
Nail. She has no house name.
Nail. How do you spell her name?
Nale.
Okay. No house name.
No house.
But she has to come from a house.
I don't know, man. When was the last time you went home?
That'd been probably about the time I died.
Well, that's been a while, buddy. And
Yes.
based on, listen, you just got to see her. She has no fucking clue what's going on. She does not carry the same arrogance that a normal drow woman carries with her whenever she walks through the overworld.
That is unusual.
She's like, she's lost, man. Like, she has no fucking clue what's going on. Because here, you got to see it for yourself. And like, he drops
me-
the spell and he
me-
leads you into the room. And you walk in, her violet eyes gaze upon you as you enter the room. Her hair is a dark, almost black purple. You aren't sure you've ever seen that color of hair before, especially on a drow. Not naturally, anyway. The standout feature of her is what appears to be scales on her forearm, scantily revealed by her blue robes.
Oh, she's a half dragon.
Oh,
So, upon closer inspection of the scales are purple.
She's
oh,
part dragon.
hell!
She's a dark dragon or shadow dragon.
No, she's something much fucking scarier. Storm, you sadistic fucking psychopath.
This is the one time where Clay's outburst I'm going to agree with.
Worse than a shadow dragon.
Much worse.
Yes, we are talking a violet dragon, if I'm correct.
Just
Which, oh yeah, if we're going absolutely correct, could annihilate an entire fucking planet.
Not necessarily. They live in the dark. They like the dark, but there's a lot going on here. And she looks up at you and she's like, "Are you Alam Sheen?"
I am Elam Shin, and this is very interesting.
So the important thing to note here is that she's not speaking common. She's speaking exclusively Elven.
Okay, I can speak that.
Please don't speak actually Elven because I don't fucking speak Elven.
Well,
I only
don't
know one
actually
person
speak
that
Elven in real
does.
life, but
That was-
I only
I
know
do
one
speak
person who
Elvish.
actually can.
Excuse me. Get over a cold.
In Elvish, I'm going to ask her: does she come from the Underdark?
Yes,
Ah,
my sisters helped me escape.
were you raised in a drow society?
There were people like you around, but it wasn't. Some of the older girls talked about how things were much different, and I don't know. She's 18. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. She's only 18 years old.
That's very young for a drow.
Very well. It's very young for an elf to begin with. So
Yes.
this whatever's happened is clearly dangerous.
How do you feel about Loth?
Who?
You don't know who Loth is?
No. The only thing that the only name that means anything to me is I don't want to say his name.
What?
There's a lot. Are you from the Underdark?
Why, yes.
What was it like?
Dark.
Motherfucker.
I chuckle.
She tells you
It was life. It made you stronger. The strong survived, the weak perished. Daily you were tested. Each day was a victory.
were there no dragons?
No, there was no dragons. It was drow. There was probably worse things than dragons in the Underdark.
She points at the scales on her arm. She's like, my dad was a purple dragon, and he took over a city. Several of them. He's got friends. They're also dragons, but they're not the same color as him.
What city did he take over?
Why the fuck did you have to ask me that, Brian? Fucking give me one, Brian. Please throw me a bone here.
Fortuna.
Well, I wanted an actual like drow city, but because I can't remember the name of it. I can't pronounce the names of those drow cities. The only city that hasn't fallen yet is the capital city of the Underdark.
Menzo Berenzin.
Yes.
Yeah.
She tells you that, I don't really know, but I know there's one city that's still, according to some of the other girls that I met with or interacted with in the Underdark, there's one more city where I guess our people, things are normal, whatever was normal before I was born anyway.
Well, last I knew, there were 2 cities at least.
Well, if there's only one of those got shafted.
Yeah. Well, my family, last I lived, had taken over a new city. An ancient dwarven city, as a matter of fact. Of course, that's where I died, so I don't know.
The one I can't remember the name of to save my life.
Gwant Le Grim.
I couldn't say that to save my life either. Gwant
The Grim.
it doesn't help that I'm fucking half asleep right now. But she said, yeah, they've taken over that city, or that city is under the control of like my dad and I guess my uncles. They it's a. She's like looking around the ground. She's more interested in the ground and looking at you.
Interesting.
She's like it's not really a healthy environment. There was an escape, and I helped them escape, and they got me out too. But not all of us made it out. And then I met a gentleman in a top hat, nice coat, and you feel like the outsider symbol in your hand vibrate a little bit. Mine was telling you that this was his doing. He brought her here, brought her here to you. He told me to come here and request Alam Shin, and I guess that's you.
Indeed, that is me. So my house has fallen. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not telling you anything.
That's what it sounds like.
So what she's telling you is that there has been a grand like military conquest that's come in and taken out that city, and
Led by a dragon, no less.
led by 3 dragons.
Well,
And she tells you that the dragons are purple, orange, and yellow. So upon hearing this, are you gonna like talk to Katarvus about this? Like, you're gonna try to get with the rest of the dragon wielders and be like, "Yo, guys, what the fuck is going on?" Or
yeah, I probably would.
okay. So as far as like your interaction with her, she's your warlock, and Esirio's like, "This is crazy, guys."
Hey, just out of curiosity, what was her class level? I'm guessing sorcerer.
Yeah, she's a dragon blood sorcerer. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that it's not purple dragon is not a super. There was something else I alluded to in the last pod or the podcast where I talked about the random piece of lore from 1984, 1985. That but purple dragons are fucking scary. But I'm gonna have to do some tweaks to the dragon blood sorcerer specifically for the purple dragon blood sorcerer. So I'll get that
I'm
information.
just saying,
I'll get all y'all.
purple dragons probably make the Draco Lich look like a bitch.
So metagaming, I'm upset I don't have a purple dragon person because my whole stick's purple.
So
Upset.
you get your warlock, all your warlock shit together, and Esirio sequesters all of you at the same time back to his office. Poor Gerald is like sitting in the floor, hunched over. Tommy comes over and like pats you on the head. He's like beep boop beep. And Esirio's like, "I see what you did there, Gerald. I'm trying to throw you a bone here. I'm trying to get you to throw her a bone, but then you have the damn robot dog run interference for you."
He broke both her legs.
God dang it, Luna! Damn it! Come on, guys! You gotta.
She tried to crawl to me, and he.
Just stop there, girl. It's okay. We'll get this shit sorted out.
What in the hell happened to him?
Oh, good God. Why not? Let's, Shio, just. I need a drink. Who else needs a drink?
You
And,
don't
like,
want to know, Chip.
He like pulls out like the biggest bottle of bourbon you've ever seen in your life, slams it on his desk, pulls out a fucking 44-ounce super cup and just. Shin, you got anything you want to share with the class? The serious fucked. He's gone. He just falls off the floor.
Are our warlocks in here with us?
No.
No, mine's in the hospital.
His is being tended to by clerics.
Think I need to go to the Underdark soon.
Well, that's what did you learn from this one?
Situation has come to light.
In the Underdark? That's surprising.
Ironically. It sounds like some dragons have attacked my house whenever they were stationed at. It's some old dwarven ruins. I believe there was a purple dragon, a yellow dragon, and was it a red dragon?
A purple dragon, an orange dragon, and a yellow dragon.
Yeah, an orange dragon involved in staging a coup of the old dwarven ruins of Gwantlegrim.
So, Katarva's been pretty quiet about it so far. But as soon as like you and Iona and Geralt are back together, he says, "Drag, what the fuck did you do?" Me? What do you mean? What is this like? You know what colors it takes to make purple, red, and blue. What did you do? I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me, man. I swear.
Drake, this is not going to get you out of dragon support.
So,
Damn it.
Tadakon is the voice of reason in this, and he says, guys, calm down. It's okay. Okay? Drake, wear a fucking condom. Why do you think it's me? So, we're going to share with Tadakon, I'm going to share with you some important information. Okay.
Of why Dreg needs to wear a condom.
Yes. But, I can't explain this as Tadakon altogether. So in my setting, Tiamat and Luna kind of had it out based on something that happened like before the creation of the continent and everything else. So Luna stole her dragon power, her ability to create dragons, which is why she's the one that willed the dragons into creation. And it's because the obscure piece of lore that I'm taking from that's nowhere else in fucking history is that Tiamat had a sister. And Luna took that power after Tiamat wore herself out, killing her sister, and Luna took it and said, that's mine now. I need that for my little sandbox on the other side of the planet.
Even Luna was a fucking nerd. Who steals power? Honestly, I called that out but in first session. Like, Luna sounds lame. Yeah, she's a freaking dirty thief.
There's
Well, I mean, to be fair, she stole it from one of the most powerful dragons in existence.
After they had a fight and was worn out, she's a freaking puss.
well,
Gee, you want to go balls to the walls against Tiamat? Have fucking fun.
so what it is that listen, there's a lot of shit going on in the background. It's not so much that, but that's what Tadakon is telling you.
So what you're telling us, from what I can gather, Dreg fucked up. Now all of the drow kind is fucked up.
So, color theory. It doesn't. They're giving Dreg a hard time, but
I know, but she doesn't know that.
yeah, but so what has happened here is that different chromatic dragons have interbred, and now it's 100% a problem. So, Dreg is going to tell you that these generally we dragons keep to ourselves. We stay within our own packs, but
Unless you're fucking humans.
but occasionally, and Tadakon, you could feel like the glare at Dreg from Tadakon and Katarvas. Like, you can feel it. The tension is palpable in the room because Dreg had already had a thing with a white dragon lord. So, anyway, I just assume it's Dreg. Safe assumption. But they tell you that these are dragons that if they're ancient dragons, if they've gotten that old, have existed, been around for that long, then these dragons basically start out at dragon of heaven status, because they don't just take one or the other, they get both.
And
I got
a
a question.
purple dragon is kind of a fucking murder machine.
What color dragon is Drake again?
Red.
So if he went with a white dragon, would that make a pink dragon?
Yes. Which is
Yeah,
why
but
good.
here's the thing
For a
about a
purple guy.
purple dragon. You have fire and lightning.
So what Tadakon can tell you is that there's been this isn't an isolated incident. This has happened before. It's very rare. It's not common, but it has happened before. So what he can tell you about a purple dragon is that The purple dragon doesn't shoot fire or lightning. It shoots fucking plasma.
You remember when I mentioned Earth-ending destruction? That's fucking why.
He says, I don't recommend getting too close to it personally. You know. So
Shio at this point.
what is Shin's like? What's his prerogative? What's his mission objective? As far as like when he wants to go to the Underdark, what does he want to go to the Underdark and accomplish?
Well, I mean, I'm curious about the power shift down there. I kind of, I mean, in an odd sense of loyalty, want to avenge my house to see if anybody's still alive. I mean, believe it or not, this is metagaming here. My house isn't actually ran by a female.
Lolth was very disappointed in you.
Well, I don't know. In my particular house, the females are figureheads. My house is actually ran by a lich.
Well, fuck.
Quite the interesting development we've had here, folks.
So Shio's gonna pull up a seat next to the semi-comatose Geralt and pull out a thing of brandy that she kind of jacked from one of the other houses when they raided their raided them to get information on them, and pour herself a glass of it because she's thinking, well, fuck.
Can I quickly? I would like to ask Second Son what happens to our warlocks if they die.
Oh, you get their soul.
We get it, or the person that kills them gets it.
No, we get it.
So how
they just respawn?
So here's what you can do. It's so the soul. You become aware that the warlock is dead. Like if something happens to the warlock dies, then that's immediate. So you get a notification that their soul is currently in hell, because that's part of the contract. They go to hell. We give them power; they come here. So from there, you've got a few options. You can turn the soul into money. It's usually what most of us do. Or if you really like that person, and once you reach high class devil, then you can use the soul to track the body and put a chest piece in their chest and revive them as your immortal servant.
Okay.
Don't overthink that. As he like looks at all of you.
Geralt's eternal sex slave.
Shin, how attached are you to this purple dragon?
Well, I don't know yet, but she has information.
I would just, like as I'm asking, I'm also going to. I know I've already talked to Sophie. I actually have to see her, but I'm very curious if she says any light on this information. As if I should go balance breaker, drop all 3 charges of lightning or fireball into this woman in front of me.
Huh? They're not here. They're not. You're in Esirio's office.
Well, when I see them.
Oh, when you see her, no, she's not much. She's really young for an elf. She's of age as far as like human is concerned, but she has the potential to be powerful. But
well, no, she's sporting Sophia's colors. It's disrespectful.
Oh, no. You idiot.
I think it's very disrespectful. Like she wasn't given permission to be purple. You know,
permission to be purple. Neither was the dragon. So now you have a double reason to hate the dragon.
I know. Well, I figure we kill him and we'll make a coat out of it.
Coat out of him?
Yeah, we get like a dragon scale, like a nun robe. Get better AC maybe.
Or a wizard robe, warlock robe.
I'd like to think Dakota the next session. You're like, oh my god, girlfriend, let's paint your entire body. It's like a body paint thing on her. Now you keep that on forever.
I literally never want to see you again if you don't have this on.
Lord of mercy.
I would like to give her a drink when I see her. We're gonna get rid of that purple.
Oh gosh.
You are not bleaching the drow.
I want to fucking Michael Jackson that girl.
I feel like if you tried to touch the drow lady, that Shin would probably murder you.
It's worth it.
Shin's at that stage where if somebody asks what the relationship is, he's like, "She's not my girlfriend. No, we just friends with benefits." You know.
I mean, there's definitely having benefits of having a half dragon, follower.
Yeah, but she ain't your girlfriend, is she?
No.
Fair game, Dakota.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, sure, it does tell you that with the siege coming, since y'all already had a trip to the Underdark plant anyway, then my train of thought crashed. The next, as far as today or tonight is concerned, that's pretty much what I got. In the next session, we're going to go through the Siege of Mooncrown, deal with that's going to be our crescendo of Act 1.
Are we doing that? Or are we going to the Underdark?
We're going to do the Mooncrown, and then the Underdark's going to be the start of Act 2.
So I need to go recruit Riser followers, right?
The ones you haven't murked yet.
The ones you haven't, the Johnsons you haven't eaten yet, Garrow.
This is Johnson Senior. This is Johnson Junior.
Girls going to jail.
But as far as the in between time, you've got a couple weeks downtime between here and there, so you can, as far as the current situation is concerned, the Church of Luna and the Church of Riser have agreed to work together in order to fortify Mooncrown. Victoria has got her paladins and her shadows and her clerics defending the inner cities in case the line breaks. The Dragon Lords basically told y'all to go fuck yourselves. You're on your own. They're more worried about their own scaly hides than they are Mooncrown or the King or literally anything else in the world.
Douchebags.
So send me what you want to do over your downtime. We'll see how much we'll see what kind of gameable stuff we come up with. We might have like a downtown session like we did a couple weeks ago, or we might just go ahead and go straight into Mooncrown, the Siege of Mooncrown, and just get the ball rolling. As we go into Act 2, everyone's got their balance breaker now. The way I've kind of got the balancing set up for what comes after that, like Nathan turning into a big scary dragon. I'm probably looking at putting that on the table somewhere between 10th and 11th level, somewhere in that neighborhood. When we start creeping along, after the Siege of Mooncrown, everyone's gonna go to 9th level, and then we'll be a bit closer to that. And then we're gonna spend some time in the Underdark. I think that'll be interesting, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Can I ask Second Son about the priestess?
The priestess.
Since you mentioned the Underdark,
I mentioned the Underdark.
I thought he did too.
No, he doesn't know. Oh, he knows what y'all are talking about as far as like the dragons, but that's
so Shin.
Yes.
Would you happen to maybe want to get rid of a high priestess of Loth?
I would love nothing more than to get rid of a high priestess of Loth.
Outstanding. I think I should convert her so that it's an insult to Loth.
Hell, why stop at one of them? Would you like to try to get rid of all of them?
I really need one, but I'm in it for the long haul.
I also remember that I teased that Clay's dad is also in the Underdark. Or Clay's creator, Clay's dad, whatever. Shio's dad.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Shio, do you think he'll be proud of the people I made as I'm like putting adding oil to one of my homunculi.
Oh God. That's about what I've got. So thank y'all for tuning in. Join us Wednesday night for the podcast. Be a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll have a lot to unpack from this one. Especially me not knowing the name of the freaking drow cities because my brain is fried. We're on YouTube, Spotify. We've got an email. Please talk to me. I'm lonely. Tell me what you want from me. That's YourMainSideQuest at gmail.com. Nathan, you got anything else you want to throw out there?
Make sure you're scrolling down the doobly doos on the YouTube and Spotify channels and check out the polls. We have polls on, I'm pretty sure, the last two sessions, not podcasts, but sessions we did on Spotify. I'm going to start doing those on YouTube. We would love to have your opinion on some of those, so make sure you check those out too.
And also, like, subscribe, follow on Twitch. Come check us out.
We'd really appreciate it. All right. We good?
Sure.
Might even name an NPC after you.
Yay. Bye,
yeah.
everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Night.
Night.
And we're not live.